And on news-making headlines in the business world, employers are struggling to sustain the current wage bill, which was raised by 12% in May by the government. The Federation of Kenya Employers Chief Executive Jacqueline Mugo says this has been compounded by a poor business environment due to the impact of the COVID-19 scourge and the looming general election. Mugo is warning that there could be massive layoffs in the business environment if this does not improve going forward.
Business environment has been very tricky due to our worsening global economy and COVID-19 pandemic that led to many layoffs and redundancies. The situation has been worsened by the ongoing political climate that has seen many investors get into a wait-and-see mode. Employers are now warning that unless urgent measures are taken, the job market in Kenya will get worse.
Kenyans are in the informal sector, which is highly unregulated. And yet we need about 800,000 new jobs every year. So if we're only creating 100,000 jobs, it means we don't have enough room for those young people in particular seeking jobs. If we look at the global numbers countrywide, we only have about 19.1 million Kenyans working, either informal or the informal. So the unemployment rate is quite high, sitting at about 12.3 million. And most of these job seekers are youth. So they're active people. They know what's happening in the rest of the world.
During the Labor Day celebrations on 1st of May, President Uhuru Kenyatta announced a 12% rise in the minimum wage in a bid to cushion workers from the rising inflation. This comes at a time when the Parliamentary Service Commission is warning that uncertainties will continue to linger in the job market, with most companies putting a freeze on hiring on account of the upcoming general election. Mugo says the job market is expected to rebound depending on the polls outcome. The FKE boss says rising unemployment is pushing workers to move to unsafe working areas in search of greener pastures, putting them at a risk of human trafficking.
It's important that Kenyans going out to seek jobs do so in a regular fashion. They are registered with an employment agency. They are known to the Ministry of Labor so that their terms and conditions of service are in line with the agreements that our government signs, the bilateral labor agreements with these other countries.
According to Gerald Mudoko, who runs a grocery store in Nairobi, he was forced to lay off 4 workers due to COVID-19.
Before COVID, kazi ilikuwa inaenda poa, ilikuwa na wafanyakazi tuseme 6 hivi, lakini wakati COVID ilikuja, ilikuwa ngumu. Juu nilikuwa napata kidogo, singekuwa naweza kulipa hao wafanyakazi wote. So after that, nikasema itabidi mwingine akuje leo, mwingine akuje the other day, ndio wote waweze kupata chakula.
Kenya's business environment has gotten worse, urging the government to come up with an economic rescue plan to save jobs and boost the business sector. Reporting for Lunchtime News, I'm Terry Njenga.